Minimize, minimize, minimize. Do 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 do.
And there we are.
Do 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 do.
No. Dislike. I already don't like it so far.
Do 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 do. Tequila.
Tequila.
Do 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 do. Brian Rotzog, sup suckers. Mysterious Automobile, howdy. Brian Rotzog first. Evan Atlas, howdy.
Oopsies. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh my gosh, my paint is scattered to the four winds. Oh no, it's right here. Okie doke. Rushlam, howdy. Nick plays, hi y'all. Harry McGill, howdy doodly neighborinos. Kick the bandit, woohoo. PJ McCarry, evening folks. Aaron Ferguson, evening guys.
Evening. Oh boy.
That was way too much black paint. But that's okay, because I have a giant ass bottle and it was 80 cents. Seriously, Apple Barrel, multi-surface, indoor-outdoor black paint is really, really good.
Mm-hmm. It is good.
For black paint, though, you got to go with the good stuff. Or for white paint. For white paint, you got to go with the good stuff.
It's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of white paint.
Yeah!
Ginger ale. I deserve it. I'm a good boy.
Hi, Pumpkin. Here, Miguel. Thanks to Jay, I decided to look at some Malifaux miniatures, and now I have a core box on its way. Sweet! Love Malifaux.
Awesome.
Brian Ratzog,
Please give us your money.
Why are you not playing FTL again? Because I'm not. I need to work. I need to finish this kill team so that I can play them in a game in 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. One day we'll play games again.
Mm-hmm.
We had quite the day today.
Here we go. I've got some Apple Barrel and Liquitex as my black and white on my palette right now. Sweet! That's what I got.
That's what I have in my palette.
Mm-hmm.
And that too.
And some Josunja magic mix. It's magic. It's magically delicious.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Eat some stream then, if you like it so much.
BJ McMurray. That's why I wanted to stop by my local game store. That's true. You gotta get it from an FLGS, friendly local game store. If you want the really, really cool alternate sculpt for that model, which I do. Sometimes you just want to paint a rabbit pulling a lady out of a hat.
This is true. I think tomorrow's the last day for it, though. Or is it this week?
I don't know.
Is it just a week?
They never got back to me, actually. I did not get.
I think it says on the graphic.
But which graphic?
The one that's from this year. Oop! I didn't put it.
Oh yeah, wait.
Do the right thing.
But then wait. So are they using? Is it the same model every year?
It must be.
Huh.
Weird games.
Well, they still should have emailed me back.
Oop! There we go. Easter sale. It goes to April 20th. So you get the middle of next week,
Okay.
Wednesday.
I can probably make that work. Gears, if you had to play one kill team for the rest of your life, which would it be and why? I think it would be Sisters Novitiates. I think they're fun. I like how they play. I like that you get perks for them dying, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Because they're gonna die.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna die. See, I think I picked Sisters of Vitiates. I also think that Sisters of Vitiates have a really big learning curve, and so if I could only play one kill team forever, I think I could use the Sisters to really learn a lot.
I'd play Tau Pathfinders.
Oh no! Yeah, Tower cool.
They're cool.
Rush Lamb working on my homebrew Black Blood Angel successors, the Slaughterer's Spears, thinking Black Templar but from Blood Angels and focus on the Power Spears rather than Power Swords. Ooh, nice. I remember when Power Spears used to be a thing. I think now they pretty much just been rolled into Power Weapons. Because it used to be a Power Maul, a Power Sword, a Power Axe, a Power... I think there was a Power Lance. Yeah, Power Spear... were all different things that did very, very slightly different things.
Right. Oh, yeah. And today also we are going to be going over our challenge winners.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about our newest challenge. So we'll do that in a couple minutes here.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. Here, Miguel, my local game store ain't got no Malifaux.
Oh, no.
Burn it down.
Yep.
It's the only thing you can do.
Lucky Bat Ooh Ooh. Matthew F. accidentally bought some Tyranid Warriors today. Oopsie.
Yeah, accidentally.
Cyanide and Cheddar. I managed to make a cool stripe on my Primaris Ancient Helmet. Yeah, I'm kind of a painting expert. Yeah.
Here, Miguel, new challenge should be just Tyranids. Wait a second, how'd you guess? No, it's not gonna be just Tyranids. Although maybe you can have Tyranids in the challenge. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll allow it. Maybe I won't. My favorite thing is to lord over the questions and tell everybody that they can't do stuff. That's my favorite part.
Rush Slam. Amazon had a sale on the Black Templar box. 125. Ordered one since it was a decent price at that point. Isn't 125 15% off of 150? Constellation, the Realm Wing. I'm getting a Blood Angels Combat Patrol soon to paint as my custom Warp Angels. Sweet! You should get some Warp Talons from the Chaos Space Marine line and just paint them as loyalists.
Hell yeah.
Miniature stash tips. Every night is a battle to log onto YouTube to dislike the live stream. Yeah!
Oh yeah.
JBoy45, sup nerds? I return once again.
You're a nerd.
The end. In case you're wondering, I won second out of the 3 matches yesterday at Friday Night Magic. Your magic trick did better than other people's magic trick?
Did you pull a rabbit out of a hat? It's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I think about that. I didn't win my game of Magic yesterday. So, F in the chat, please. D Scorpion picked up some Tyranids today to start a new army, feeling a Zerg feel for them.
Ooh. Zerg Rush.
For some reason, everybody's picking up Tyranids now.
Yeah, it's almost like they got a new codex.
Wow.
I didn't care about the Genestealers before it was cool not to.
Yeah.
Nah, Genestealers are cool, but I don't know if it's a faction I'll ever collect.
Exactly.
Gears, what's your favorite Space Marine elite unit? Mine is Aggressors. I really like the Blade Guard Veteran. They feel very Black Templars.
I couldn't name an elite Space Marine thing because they're lame. They're all lame and boring and lame. And lame.
Some of the Black Templars box costs like $200 Rios. Oh yeah, the original Black Templar box, not the Comet Patrol. Yeah.
Speaking of that, should we do these challenge winners?
Yeah.
Get this challenge stuff out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do some awarding.
Nah.
Okay, we'll just keep on keeping on then.
And the first winner of Vroom Vroom.
Okay, we're gonna we had a challenge on our Discord. We always do challenges on our Discord, and it was called Vroom, and so you had to paint a vehicle, and then there was also some conditions that you had to paint on your vehicle, like glowing element. You had to do some weathering, and you had to do some freehanding. So, so we have the winners to that. So let's start with the out of the ordinary categories first. And
Mad
let's start with
Scientist. Josh 5600 for his super cool Ridge Runner with a really nice resin pour. Resin pours are really tricky to do, and this looks really good. It's probably giving Nick PTSD from his very similar resin pour.
Yeah, I did a really bad one when I was young, and I think I wouldn't do much better. It's hard. It's really, really hard to make it look good. And Josh 5600 did a great job.
Also very nice freehanding, and a really nice highlighting of the freehanding red stripe. It really makes it pop.
Oh yeah, popped.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, shall we go to the community pick?
Mm-hmm. Boop. Ferris of the Helden Hammer for his black coach.
Yes, and this was the one where everyone voted and picked this one, which I agree, it's great.
The black coach is just such a cool model.
It is.
Just one of my all-time favorite Age of Sigmar models.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one day I will probably buy it just because it is so epic.
Look at it go.
Congratulations, Ferris of the Helden Hammer.
Alrighty, now we're going to go to our top 5. These are the ones that we picked. Let's go to the first one.
Boom! Niggas top 5s, Mr. Schnoz, with a very cool Black Templar Z Leviathan Dreadnought. This chunky boy is sprinting up the battlefield, and I really like how the blue tint of the armor, it really stands out on the super bright orangey red base.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think you could put one more decoration on this guy.
No,
he is blinged out.
Amazing. All right, let's go to the next one.
The next one is Freebooter Merc with a really fun orc vehicle kit bash and a very, very nice free-handed flag.
Yeah, and there's close-ups in the in our Discord, and damn, really good flag.
Mm-hmm. And also really nice base.
Hell yeah!
People are going all out on the bases, and it shows. Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And once again,
and there wasn't even a and there wasn't even a best basing category. People still went all out.
And the blue looks really, really nice on top of the orange. Everybody's good at picking colors except me.
Mm-hmm. You should have everybody else pick your color.
Ooh, maybe. Next up,
there you go.
Negative top 5, Plate Man, with a humongous Skaven Imperial Knight. This guy's huge.
Boom.
And he's absolutely covered in tentacles and pus and bells and rats. Really, really fun.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me.
Really fun kit bash.
Yeah, this model kind of reminds me a little bit of the classic Back in the day, the bubblegum Tyranid army. It was like famous on Daka Daka. Maybe I need to go and take a look at that army again. Super cool. I love colors you don't see a lot, like bright neon green and bright pink. Next up.
Next one.
Nick J Top 5, Ow Oh Main. With another Imperial Knight. Oh, and this is Alpha Legion. I am Alfarius. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Really cool. Really good use of like metallic-y blues. Really fun sculpting work on the shoulder. It's just neat. It's a really nice Canis Rex. I know my knights now, maybe for some reason.
Weird. Why would you know your knights?
And also, once again, everybody really showing off on the base. The river of lava being red and then the gun being red is a really nice touch on a very cold blue model.
Very true.
Yeah, awesome. Imperial Knights are pretty dope. Mysterious Automobile. Is that Alfarius? You know, I believe this might be Alfarius. Next up, Nickety's Top 5, Westphalen, with a wonderful little orc forklift.
Forklift.
A forklift, if you will.
Forklift.
It's so great. You know, I feel like the orcs are really carrying the Space Marines in 9th edition. But there's also really nice freehanding on the banner. The colors are really cool. There's a really cool chipping effect going on the body of the forklift, and the orc is adorable.
It's just hilarious.
Kodak, the Marine is forked.
Alrighty.
Mysterious Automobile. It's not red, therefore it's slow.
Very true. Alrighty, shall we go to the ultimate winner? This is the person that we picked from all the different categories, all the top 5s, everything, and this is the ultimate winner, and you get a prize, and you should DM us.
This one's for all the marbles. The one who won it all. Josh 5600. It's really nice. It's a really cool Ridge Runner.
Yeah, we love it.
It's just a slick little model. Maybe I need to get me some Ridge Runners. I know they came. I don't think they come in the Comet Patrol now, but they used to come in the Star Collecting. So maybe I need to grab some Star Collectings. Although I don't really need more of the other models. But congratulations!
Hell yeah.
Your model won the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Boom. All right. And we're going to get to the next challenge. Let me change the permissions so people can see what's going on. Alrighty. The challenge this time is called Bash 'em Up.
I would have called it Kit Bash Don't Bother Me. Kit Bash
I like mine
Don't
better,
Bother Me. Yeah, it makes more sense, but mine's funner to sing.
Okay. Well, too bad. But anyways, we got Bash 'em Up, and essentially, Kit Basher model. You got to combine 2 or more kits together to create a new model. And it could be one model, or you could do a whole squad if you would like. It doesn't have to be a Games Workshop model, so you could do a Games Workshop model, add some sort of weird scale miniature parts to it. You could just do scale models and throw things together, whatever you want to do. Then 3D printed parts count as a kit bash, but no digital kit bashing where you combine different STLs and print it out. We want to see you get your hands dirty.
Yeah, I want to see you cutting stuff up, gluing things together.
exactly. But if you print out a cool gun that you like and you put that on a thing, great. I love it. And yeah, after the build, just paint it. You can paint it however you want. It must be based. Of course, if it's like a vehicle or something and it doesn't come with a base, and you don't have to base it as normal. But yeah, and that's pretty much all it is.
Sweet.
And for the winning conditions, again, we're gonna do best base. We're gonna add that back in. Mad Scientist tried out a lot of different techniques in community pick, and of course doing the winner's circle for the top 5 and the other categories as well, and an ultimate winner. And you have until May 22nd to be able to do it.
If you get picked, you will be able to join Josh 5600 as an ultimate winner.
Exactly.
When you go
So,
places,
there you go.
you should declare that you are the ultimate winner.
People are like, "This is Arby's. Get out. What's going on?"
Guilt Ignored Tips, donating once again to ask for a small suggestion. Think you could do a Greyjoy Ironborn Reaver, beautiful model, and would love to see your take. Greyjoy Ironborn Reaver? I have not heard of this. Images. Oh, it's I thought it was a Lord of the Rings, not Lord of the Rings, the other one that people care about. A Song of Ice and Fire battle game. You know, these guys look exactly like that model I just painted for Conquest. Wait, is it
Really?
This is how I'd paint them.
Bep. Buh.
DJ the Hobo Painter, any limits for size or something?
Nope.
Nope.
Although, just throwing this out there, sometimes when things get too big, it gets away from you. Sometimes it's better to just go small and better and more refined.
Cyanide and Cheddar, if someone doesn't make a double-decker Rhino, I'ma be pissed. Tom Perk, what products do you guys use to zenithal, highlight, inks, primers? You know, I used ink in the past because that ran really well through my airbrush. But now that I use a Badger Anthem 155 airbrush, which is like a really big one with a 0.5 millimeter easel, I can run white primer through it just fine. So I've just been using white primer to zenithal. But white Liquitex ink does work really well. It's a little fragile. I feel like sometimes I would be risking the biscuit if I sprayed it on and then immediately started applying like thick glazes and washes. Sometimes you had to give it a couple of hours to cure. So yeah, usually white primer or white ink. Recently I've been trying out a lot of zenithaling with not white. Like this guy was zenithaled with orange and yellow. And I feel like he looks a little bit more alive. Sometimes if you prime with white, things can look a little desaturated. Radio Minis, hey folks!
Jinku, can we use something already kit bash? No, make a new thing.
Mm-hmm. Radio Minis, I'm so stoked to see this paint scheme come together. I'm going to try this pink undercoat on some cowboy orcs I'm working on. It did come together, although I feel like I've covered up a ton of it. I think if I were to paint more of these guys, I think what I might try to do is I might zenithal their heads and arms in pink, and then try to maybe zenithal the rest of their body in green. Just to try to speed through some steps.
Interesting.
Roshlam, the Ironborn Raiders are just space wolves in their skivvies. Skivvies.
I love skivvies.
Anybody watch Squid Games? Me and Lucky Bat just finished Squid Games. It was really good. There's a bunch of movies that are kind of like that. I know there's one called Cheap Thrills. There's another one that's like the same movie but worse. And I feel like it actually worked better as a TV show than a movie. Because the movies just kind of fall apart once the challenges become horrible. Whereas the TV show kind of kept it all working. Because it had more characters and more time to play with stuff.
Slimer Dimmer, do you have any tips for scratch building a Titan/mech for Adeptus Titanicus?
Scratch building?
That'd be
hard. It's at an even smaller scale, so I feel like you almost need to be a little bit more precise. Is there a good starter? I feel like maybe a Space Marine. Like, start with a Space Marine and then really cover, like, every part of it. Like an old, squatty Space Marine with a really wide stance.
Squat Marine.
DJ the Hobo Painter, Squid Games was nice. Game Talker, who's digging Moon Knight so far? Oh, is that a TV show movie?
Ooh, a TV show movie.
The Doo-Goo-Yo, you should check out Daft Punk's new single Get Lucky, Sound of the Summer.
Damn.
Like the legend of the Phoenix. Oh, it ends with beginnings. So what is this I'm feeling? It's not my favorite Daft Punk song, but I understand why. Like, it's the biggest. It's like the most popular one. It's just a jam. Love Daft Punk. They retired not too long ago.
I would too. I'd be done. Jeez.
Yeah, you'd crush it.
Why?
Just crush it for like 2.5 decades, and then be like, "Peace,
God.
I'm out."
I've always said that. Just stop. Why? Why keep going?
Cyanide and Cheddar. Jay, I wish I didn't see your video on the Necromunda land train. I've been working overtime for the past 2 weeks to fund a huge Necromunda gang with the land train at the helm. Neat. I know, I was looking at some Necromunda stuff too. I'm like, Necromunda's cool and the models are sweet and you don't need that many and their terrain is awesome. Just kind of looks cool. Ooh, I have that Necromunda video game. I should play that. Kodok, orc squid games would play out the opposite of actual Squid Games. Slimmer Dammer, have you seen Stranger Things? I have seen Stranger Things. Stranger Things is great. Tom Burke, after Adepticon, can we look forward to any collabs with other creators? You bet your sweet patootie. You'll see some collabs. Minjan popped into the chat yesterday.
He did. That was fun. Harry McGill, any quick tips for painting chipped paint?
Yes, if your base coat is a light color, you have to do dark chips, and if your paint is dark, you have to do light chips.
Tostitos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lays?
Nah.
Ruffles? They have ridges.
I do like the ruffles.
They have
I
ridges.
mean, I like a classical lays too.
Ruffles have ridges. Flipping a dude at 88. Fritos.
Brian George, I think the Christmas box for squats this year will be the land train set that runs on rails like a normal Christmas train. Choo choo! Yeah, and you make a ring of it around your Christmas tree. ALM Media, I like Da Funk. It's great. I like Technologic. Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, point it, zoom it, lock it, load it, quick it. I can't remember how it goes. Technologic. It's great. The Doogu Yo. Love Ninjon's videos. Great content and great energy. I love Ninjon too. Just a fun fella.
Oh, yeah. Brent George, I would 100% buy a Squats Christmas tree train.
David Warren, with the blobbiness of these Imperial Scout models and my poor priming skills, painting these guys is going to be rough. Ooh, what are Imperial Scouts? Like Scout Troopers? Like Star Wars Scout Troopers? Mysterious Automobile. Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger is my favorite Daft Punk song. That one is a really, really good one, too. They have a lot of great songs. I mean, the whole score to Tron. My favorite is Dresd. Cyanide and Cheddar. Jay, opinions on absolutely inconceivably impractical banners on literally everything in Warhammer. 100%. Love it. I want to see big, dumb, ridiculous banners on every single thing.
Yeah. That's how excited I am for them. Yeah, they're really moving away from the banners.
Mysterious Automobile. Ninjan is dead to me for not saying Goongas.
Grongas.
Game Talker. Daft Punk has some hard songs in DJ Hero. I bet.
DJ Hero.
David Warren. Yes, Legion Imperial Scouts. Ooh, I own some. I'm going to have to put them together and paint them one of these days. Cyanide and Cheddar. Around the World is my favorite Daft Punk song. I can never remember the lyrics to Around the World. It's just Around the World. Like 27 times.
I get it.
Rushlam. Imperial Scouts are what were called squishies in the Rift RPG.
Mm-hmm.
The Doogo Yo. Speaking of French electronic musical groups, I'm more of a Justice guy. I've never heard of them. Calzroke, Nick and Jay, can you make up a land train cookie cutter so that we can line up a bunch of cookies?
That's hilarious. Hell yeah.
Slimmer Dimmer, got some Space Marine Scouts at my local game store the other day. Not Scout Snipers. I like and don't like the Scouts. I hope we get new Scouts, and I hope that they look a little different than the Scouts that we've been showing off with the Black Templar, because I don't know if those Jimmy Majams either.
You want to hear a secret?
I feel like the Scouts could use a little bit of a redesign.
Want to hear a secret? They're gonna stay the way that they are.
Maybe just some poses, like some different poses.
Nope. No. Yeah. No. Then we can do everything else first.
I mean, the Space Marines don't have enough stuff. The Space Marines
Right.
have been seriously, like, the Games Workshop never, ever gives anything to the Space Marines.
I know. I've been saying that for years.
Space Marine players are going to revolt pretty soon.
Yeah. It's getting a little out of hand. Especially they don't have any like Primaris lieutenants.
Yeah, what the heck? Games Workshop, give the people what they want. We've been saying it for years. Primaris lieutenants. Maybe a couple Primaris captains.
Right. It'd be pretty easy too.
Space Marine Scouts look like an action figure that got microwaved.
Not wrong.
Something that dude at 88. You don't like the helmet haircuts? I like the haircuts. It's like everything else is the problem. Like they kind of have like sweatpants and football pads.
Why do you hate everything that Games Workshop does?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Jeez.
Rushlam, I hear we're getting Primaris missile squads. Ooh, that would be neat. That would definitely bring them kind of more in line with the Horus Heresy, because in Horus Heresy you can take whole squads of heavy weapon troopers.
Who's Horus?
Why is he so heretical?
True though.
So I'm going to do that 88. I really want the store anniversary Inquisitor. Oh yeah, I forgot about that model. I think last year I also wanted the store anniversary model, and I just forgot to try to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we looked up somewhat recently, like in the past couple months, we looked up the store anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was.
Nope. Rushlam, when I heard about the Primaris missile squads, all I could picture is the guy riding a missile from Doctor Strangelove. Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to be over-the-shoulder missile launchers, like classic Space Marine Devastators, or if they're going to be underslung missile launchers, like Horus Heresy missile launchers. Slimmer Demmer! Bye, guys. I'm going to go watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. Probably a better time.
You know, yeah, probably.
Serious,
Don't blame you.
Trazian really does need a new plastic models. Yeah, I think Games Workshop should totally sell an Oricon the Diviner and Trazian the Infinite, like, double box with both of them. We need them. It's my favorite book. My favorite Black Library book is The Infinite and the Divine. David Warren, anybody else have experience with pro acryl paints? Are they supposed to be pretty watery? My titanium white is mighty thin, and then it goes on pretty chalky. Interesting. I've heard very good things about pro acryl titanium whites. Yeah, pro acryl paints are very watery. I don't know if I prefer it. I think I like stickier, thicker paints like Vallejo and Games Workshop. I don't know if I like I think Reaper also has very, very wet, watery paints. I find them just a little bit harder to control.
I'm wet and watery.
Heavy Metal Minis, how would you feel if we lived in a reality that did not include Games Workshop? That'd be fine. I'd probably play more Malifaux and Dead Zone from Mantic. And Star Wars Legion.
Yeah, I'd probably be a millionaire.
Constellation the Realm Wing. They aren't supposed to be watery. They're supposed to be thick. No, not Pro Acryl. Pro Acryl is I mean, it's not shouldn't be watery, but it should be thinner than other paints. Cheer. Give me new plastic Necrons and new plastic Lictor and new plastic Blood Angel characters, and only then will I be satisfied. Well, too bad it's not 2020, because I think we got like 13 new Necron models in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't get any more for a bit.
Probably not. Maybe if you're good.
David Warren, love to see some Mantic minis on the channel. Ooh, I really like the Vermine. The Vermine are really fun. They're rat people. Space rat people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a model that's just a rat with his harem of lady rats. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, and by epic, I mean hot.
RDRT, unpopular opinion here, but I really don't mind Finecast. Yeah, Finecast is mostly fine. When it came out in like 2014, for some reason they were really bad, like tons of bubbles and soft bits and stuff. But almost every resin model I've bought recently, and I bought kind of a lot, has been fine. Not great, but fine. Like when I buy resin from other companies, it's awesome.
Well, and that's why it's called fine cast.
Yeah, it's just fine.
It's not like awesome cast or sick cast or you'll be happy cast. It's fine cast. Where's the one that I was gonna read? Heavy Metal Minis. I'd be super fine with it, like if Games Workshop was gone. Do you think, as a whole, the hobby community would be closer / more mainstream?
No, definitely not. Games Workshop is the thing making it game mainstream. As much as it can get mainstream. Yeah, no, definitely not. Games Workshop is doing its part. And speaking of, I'm gonna go pee.
Ooh, you're supposed to say I'm gonna go fart. I guess that's probably a part of it. And again, you know, not wearing the old diaper, as we often said. You know, also, our diapers are on our web store. So, you know, first link in the description. You can go to our web store, order our EOB diapers, and then you'll never have to leave a live stream like Jay. Everybody say really nasty things about him while he's gone. Just say the worst things you could possibly say. There's things you don't like about him. I'll go first. He's stinky. And poopy. He's both of those things. Also, the end. That's what the t-shirts were for. Been using them wrong all along. Exactly. They're diapers. They're actually diapers. Nickery's probably never learned to tell left shoes from right shoes. That is true. Game Talker. He likes Tau. The end. Nick, please say Gungas. No, I won't say that. Flipnut Dude at 88. I just got back from the web store and there aren't any diapers there. You gotta look a little harder, but there definitely is. Heavy Metal Minis. Jay is a semi-attractive male with subpar breath stink. There you go. Harry McGill. He picked the worst models in the Malifaux line. Ooh. Well, that one's true. Costello and the Realm Wing. Nick is thick. Very true. I got a little cake. Flipnut Dude at 88 lies. Nick is no better than Games Workshop now. Are you calling me Games Workshop? I am Games Workshop. Gongas. Just want to get that out there. I don't think at this point, I'm pretty sure Jay isn't just peeing. There's got to be a little bit more happen at the same time. RT. Jay only takes a penny. He never leaves a penny. Hot damn. Jeez, what a horrible person. Heavy metal man, he's having a safety meeting. Yeah. Safety meeting pooping. Gazelle no round wing. Jay is Jay. Very bad insult. Mysterious automobile. Jay is a brush licker. Damn. Flipping a dude. Nick needs to show while Jay is away. Well, you know what? I'll have to keep that in mind next time. Everybody said horrible things about you. This is a good one. Harry McGill. Lucky Bat could do better. All right. We also had this one. I didn't want to read it while you were gone. Rashamam tips. Anyone else prefer solvent paints like SMS or Mr. Color over water and alcohol based like Citadel and Army Painter?
I haven't used any. I feel like spray paint.
I used those enamel paints, like those Testors enamel paints as a kid. Those were a mess and hard.
Yep. Yeah, they really should come with instructions.
Yeah.
On, like what to thin them with, what to paint them with, how to use them.
Yeah,
I think I always tried to use water.
I'm sure that worked out great.
Spicy Ramen, what chapter do I paint my Rogue Trader Beakies? As Rainbow Warriors. Classic Rogue Trader color scheme. I guess you could also go Imperial Fists.
Rashalim tips again. Was it a nice turtle moment, Jay?
The turtle moments?
I believe referring to you pooping.
Pooping? Oh, I prefer prairie dogging. Yeah, I'll go. I guess prairie dogging is like when it's going out and going back in and coming out and going back in.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas turtle, I guess, is just come out. I guess they can go back in too.
Yeah, thrilling. BJ McMurray, my mom got mad back in the day when I ruined her rug with some Testors.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's no cleaning that up.
Nope. That is what it is.
Rugs are expensive. We're probably going to be buying some rugs in the not so distant future.
Ooh, boy. Well, I hope so. God, I hope so. Jeez, if people could know what's going on. Oh, my God. One day, everyone will know, and they'll be like, Jesus Christ.
I was loving gangster movies, and they roll the body up in the rug. And I'm like, that's a very nice rug. You're just going to waste the rug?
Rugs are expensive. They're really expensive.
Mm-hmm. It's nice though. I have a really nice high pile rug in my room from IKEA. It's very nice.
And to me, that's a great move. Like having like a hardwood floor or something like that, and then having a rug on top.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that rug gets a little too much going on in it, throw it out, get a new one. Great. You know, if it's a built-in rug, it's horrible. your dog pees on it. You pee on it. You throw up on it. You do other stuff on it.
Mysterious automobiles. Hot take: toilet humor is C tier. Yeah, it is. Oh wait, no, it's S tier. That's what you meant to say is S tier. From the dude at Heat 8. Going to jail or get a new rug? I'm sure there's other ways to transport a body besides a rug.
Hell yeah, Productions. That's how wealthy being part of the mob makes you. You can just toss rugs.
I always loved, like, in those old movies, the mobsters, they were never that rich. It's like, oh, they have, like, a nice car and stuff. You know, it's not like they owned, like, countries.
Right.
I also love that back in the day, goons were just guys with guns. Now all goons are dressed, like, in super tactical military gear. And I just remember in Scarface, guys in, like, polo shirts and Uzis storming his house. I hope one day we return to classic goons.
Goonhammer?
Goonhammer! I love Goonhammer! I read the articles.
I remember one of our first Wednesday video, the Necron terrain, they featured it.
Yeah!
It's pretty neat.
Cyan Cheddar. I don't buy rugs. Like, duct tape bath mats together. Work smarter, not harder. You know, I actually saw a pretty cool little arts and crafts project somebody did where they bought 2 different colored, like, fuzzy bath mats, and then they cut them up and put them back together, and it actually looked really good.
Oh, I can imagine that being pretty neat. TJ the Hope Painter, a built-in rug, a carpet, Nick? No, I said what I said.
The end. Speaking of rugs, would you get a toupee if you could, or just go cue ball? I would totally go cue ball and then get a hat.
Yeah, go with a hat. I'd wear a sombrero. It's a good hat to wear.
Heavy Metal Minis, well, it's that time again. Yes, time to plug the Eons of Battle Patreon. Over there, we have extra episodes of Eons of Battle every single week. We have terrain STLs, we have behind the scenes, and we have voting on what models I paint live here on YouTube, which is how these GENESTEALER cults got selected to paint.
Whoa. That's pretty insane.
And every Friday, we have a hobby live stream where we all hop into a Discord and chit the chat.
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of fun, as it always is. Flipnote did it. I'm in a painting funk. I want to paint, but I don't want to paint.
Grab a model that's already done, and then paint a little something on it. Like the eyeballs or the hair, or just something simple, easy.
Boom. Now you have no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
We remove excuses.
Rashlam. Yeah, discard. Yeah, it's not as tasty as you think.
No.
It's a little chewy. It could use a little salt. Yeah, I'm more of a Google Plus kind of guy.
You know, if you had a Google Plus account, you could get $10 from Google from their class action lawsuit. It's true, you can. I think it's done now. I don't think you can anymore, but you could at one time. That's pretty hilarious.
Mysterious minis. Or mysterious automobiles. Only the most distinguished gentlemen join the EOB Discord. Absolutely. RTRT, get your tactical pajamas on, lads. Ooh, I would love some tactical pajamas. They have like Velcro for your gamer badges. I'm in my pajamas. This is my pajama shirt. So it's a warm like fleece sweater.
I don't wear shirts. I don't wear anything to bed. God intended you to sleep naked. That's what I do. Who's with me in the chat? I bet everybody in the chat sleeps naked.
Although you do wear big fluffy socks.
I do.
So yeah, nothing except for big fluffy socks.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like you're judging me. Everybody's saying no. Heavy metal minis. Depends if I get lucky with my wife. Ooh, damn. Wife flex.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget this comment as long as I live. It was a tested video with the host Norman Chan of that YouTube channel. And they were looking at some of the props and costumes from the movie Machine. Not Ex Machina. Ghost in the Shell. And so Norm's wife wore the Ghost in the Shell costume. And the top comment was, "Damn, Norm, your wife is hot. Is she single?" Like a really million good likes. It was just the greatest comment of all time.
That is really good. I mean, yeah. That's just excellent.
I love Norman Chan. He's such a great host. He's so dry. There was a great video where he was showing off somebody's Tinkercad design of an ATST. Actually, it wasn't the ATST. It was the ATDP, the long-legged ATST variant that we saw in Star Wars Rebels. And so he decided to build his in, like, sleep mode with the legs completely straight, as if it was, like, as if it was, like, in storage. And all of the comments were like, "Norm, you have no imagination. You ruined it."
Wow.
The end. My man, Norm. PJ McMurray, hey, no judging, Jay. Some of us have poor circulation in our feet. Socks are a necessity sometimes. Absolutely. I mean, I'm all bundled up when I'm sleeping. I love sleeping when it's really cold. I hate trying to sleep when it's really hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much easier when it's really cold. Again, it's easier to make yourself warmer than it is to make yourself colder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mysterious automobile. S tier comment. Absolutely. RMO, how many shekels would it cost me to have you paint up some metal striking scorpions and Karandras from the early 90s? What's a Karandras? Is that like an Eldar character I don't know about? Eldar. Boop, 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 boop. Karandra. Oh, he's the Phoenix Lord for the Striking Scorpions. Karandras, also called the Shadow Hunters, the Eldar Phoenix Lord of the Striking Scorpions Aspect Warriors. Legends of Karandras, the Shadow Hunter, tell of one of the most mysterious of all the Phoenix Lords. No one knows where he originally came from or where his shrine originally lay. but perhaps it was one of the small craft worlds which survived the fall but was destroyed soon after. Wow, now that is an old model. God, how have the Striking Scorpions not been updated? It is redonkulous. I love the Manda Blasters.
They're pretty great.
Manda Blasters.
My wife is in the other room wanting nothing to do with me. Heavy Metal Minis? Yeah, heat is the worst. I'm dreading the summer months. Yeah, it sucks.
Yep. Got to put the old ice pack on the wee to be able to go to bed.
Jam Styles, I hope we get the ATDP for Legion someday. I wouldn't mind the ATDP, although I feel like it would be slightly redundant with the ATST. I hope we get the ATPT, the all-terrain personal transports. I don't believe it's ever made an appearance in an official Star Wars sense. It was in some of the games and some of the earlier books. I also would not mind the TIE Mauler. It's a TIE fighter, but it has tank treads instead of the wings. Those are cool. There was a Lego set of them, which is crazy. It was that little tiny bit of time where Lego was actually making some models from Legends material.
I like the ATPP. I knew that would get you. Yep. It's always clever from me, folks.
Mm-hmm. Aquino Quinones, can you enter old contest entries if you didn't win? Nope, it's got to be new.
No.
Spicy Ramen. Imagine painting something from the 90s and not the 80s. Yeah, you have to paint up one of the 8 models from the 80s.
Hell yeah, Productions. Wait a second. That's not what I wanted to read. It was the other one. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, Productions. To be fair, I think most of the Elder models have aged much better than a lot of the factions.
I agree. They're still really old and should get updated. I think so too.
Mysterious. Same thing with the Tau stuff.
Yeah. The Tau stuff really is held up. Mysterious Automobile. Games Workshop hates all Xenos except the Orcs. The Necrons are pretty darn well stocked too. And the Tau don't have as much as other stuff, but I think they still have a really, really solid range. And I think the Dark Eldar can maybe use more stuff, but everything they've got is great. The Eldar have stuff that desperately needs a refresh.
Yeah. Castell in the Realm Wing. Idea. Do a video called Craft Paints Aren't Bad. You are.
Craft paints are pretty bad, though. The end. Didn't that come out in Mandalorian Season 2? No. Jam Styles. The ATPT was so much fun to use in the Clone Wars game. I definitely get it. Yeah, I think it would make a great little addition. Hey, Miguel. Lego and Star Wars are two inseparable companies at this point. Yeah. I mean, Star Wars had a big part in keeping like licensed products still a thing for Lego. I really wish that Lego had the license for Pirates of the Caribbean, during the Pirates of the Caribbean heyday, Mega Bloks had the license for like the entire time, and then after the good movies had come out, Lego acquired it, did one wave, it bombed, and they never touched it again. But they had some cool ass sets. The Black Pearl was dope.
And you think it bombed because of just those movies sucked?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did sets for 4, and 4 sucked, and I think the hype was dying down. I think people were a little over it. Also, the movie sucked. Although, remember when Pirates 5 was kind of okay until it hard turned into just garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. They should make more of them, though.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they will soon.
Maybe with new characters.
No.
Or maybe just don't get Jack back. He can be done.
God. You don't know how to make a movie at all. What you do is you bring back people really, really late, and they look old, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And then you kill them off over the next 3 movies, and then you have new stuff to do.
Yeah.
It's the modern way of storytelling.
Something to do that, 88. I want Incubi and Kill Team. Well, you can't always get what you want.
I agree that they're sick.
You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find that you get what you need.
But not with that, though. You're not going to get the
Incubi. You're not going to get Incubi.
Yeah, that just will not happen.
Kinokanona's video idea title. Craft paints are pretty bad, but you reading are worse. That's not bad. A little wordy, but it's not bad. Hell yeah, Productions. Hat first movie was real goo, though. I agree.
I mean, art. Yeah, that was just that was just really good.
Akinwaki, known as Pirates of the Caribbean 3, was better than both Avengers 3 movies combined. Yeah, I love Pirates of the Caribbean 3. I love it so much. I like the first Avengers 3. I didn't love the second Avengers 3. Something to do that 88. We need Jack Sparrow. There is no Jack Sparrow anymore. Cold Harbor, what are your thoughts on the Seraphon from Age of Sigmar? I love the Seraphon. They're super, super cool. They're super unique. I love them. Lord Croak is one of the greatest models of all time. I like a good skink. Really like the Seraphon.
Love a good skink. Love skinking around.
I almost dropped $400 on a bunch of Seraphon models on the Facebook Marketplace, but unfortunately, I was late. I was late to make an offer. And I went to somebody else.
And you know what? I bet you they split it up and they sold it.
Mm-hmm. No, I bet for 2 years they thought that they were going to do that army, and then they finally were like, "I'm not going to do the army," and then they put it back on Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm. Probably. You know, that just it just sounds about right. Honestly, it's probably somebody on the stream. We know people's buying habits here, and just watch yourself. Nate plays Seraphon need new models.
Yeah. Although the models they have are good. The Saurus are getting pretty old. The Saurus warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Skinks still pretty much hold up. Because they're just little dopey guys. But the Saurus warriors do not look like big, scary dinosaur warriors. They kind of look like big skink. Lucky Blood Raven,
Yeah.
I'm getting 2, start collecting guard boxes tomorrow, and I can't wait to build them. I'm done with building models for a little while.
And everybody will know why soon.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, maybe our intern can build models.
Big skink.
Big skink.
TR42. The problem with the Saurus is they were built to rank up neatly, no dynamic poses.
It's true. That was one of the big problems
Yep.
with fantasy, is they all had to perfectly nest.
Skinks.
Skink. King Kanonas, the Saurus need more muscle definition. They look like Catachan with lizard masks. They do. Something to do, Dad 88. Those dryads are sick. Ooh, yeah, Sylvaneth is a really, really cool model range.
Yeah.
And you know what? I bet the Sylvaneth is actually a really easy to paint faction, too. You just paint them to look like trees.
Yeah.
The end. I hear they are making a new pirate movie. Nah.
Cut to them actually doing it. Then us watching it.
The end. It's rated R.
I got it.
Bleep not do that 88. Okay. Oh, that's right. Y'all picked up Kill Team Nachmund recently. Yeah.
We did.
Nachmund.
Nackman. I said it the same as you did.
Styles, I remember those 2-piece ranked up Space Marine models. I might even still have a few somewhere. 2-piece ranked up Space Marine models. I know there was 3-piece Space Marine models. The like second or third edition Space Marines, where they had the backpack, the body, legs, and head, and then the gun. And they all peg fit together. I have a bunch of them in my Space Marine army. And you know when they're mixed in, you can barely tell. Ethanol gas. Just got back home from purchasing a bunch of boxes to kit bash some Night Lords. Whoop whoop. Sweet. Have you seen Ninjon's video of his heavily kit bashed and converted Night Lords army? It's pretty dope. And then he painted it all in like 4 hours or something insane. Champ Styles. Ooh, you're right. It's 3 pieces. And Jay was also right.
This time. I'm sure this will not be a trend that continues.
No.
I mean, honestly, we can't have it continue. It's you know, it's against the brand.
Where is my beige paint?
It's up your butt. Huh.
Yeah.
I found it. It's up your butt. Huh. Nice. Do you think Night Lords use night lights? Oh.
No, they're not afraid of the dark.
Oh.
They do have teddy bears, though.
That's good. I do too. I bet everybody out here sleeps with the teddy.
Constantinos, I think for the Night Lords Ninjon's video, he painted 2 hours a night for 5 days and then 4 hours on the weekend. Yes, and he finished an entire 2,000 point army. Ethanol gas. Dorn sleeps with a blankie. It's canon. Look it up. I believe you. Oh, Dorn. I think Dorn is one of my favorite Primarchs because his model looks dope. Also, he's the protogenitor of my chapter, the Black Templar Space Marines. Cole Harbor. Does anybody know of any alternatives to Wraithbone? The only one I have found that is close to it is way too thin. An alternative to Wraithbone? Isn't Wraithbone just what the Eldar make a lot of their stuff out of? It's like their version of plastic and metal.
Harry McGill, I sleep with my wife. Lies. Hashtag wife flex.
Scandalous. Cold Harbor. Oh, it's a Games Workshop paint that's a cream color. Ooh, tan paints are hard. Wraithbone paints. Okay, it's a fairly dark tan. Vallejo Earth is a really good color from Vallejo. I would say Vallejo Earth with a little bit of white paint mixed in would be great. You might even want to mix it with gray, like a very light gray, just to desaturate it a little bit. DJ the Oval Painter. Use brown, touch of yellow, orange to liking. And then salt and pepper to taste. Yeah, tan paints are really tricky. I think my favorite tan paint at the moment is Pro Acryl Pallid Bone. Is that what it's called? Of course, it's not anywhere near me. But it's okay. It's a little bit chalky, but it's the best I've found so far. Did anybody see Squidmar's video where he tried out every single paint brand you can get? And I think Vallejo won.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Vallejo's real good.
And they got a lot of different stuff.
They do.
So that certainly helps. Do they get a prize? Like in the mail? Does he send them like a golden?
No, I think all the companies sent him the paint.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a great way to get that video done.
Mm-hmm.
So you send me the paints, and then I'll talk about it.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Exactly.
This video is sponsored by MeUndies.
This stream is actually sponsored by MeUndies.
I wish.
Maybe one day.
I'm wearing undies right now, and they are not sponsoring this video.
You're wearing undies?
What garbage!
What a loser. I have never worn undies in my life.
TJ, the hobo painter. You know, pepper might make a nice engine grease powder. Gonna try that at some time. There, you can definitely use some seasonings to like make interesting scatter and stuff on the bases. I've used Italian seasoning in the past, and it works pretty darn good. I need to play around with it a little bit more. And then your models smell nice. Champ Styles, I've been enthralled by Squidmar's Manta diorama. So sick. It is really cool.
Yeah. It is awesome.
Wouldn't it be great if in the last video he like drops it?
Yeah, I mean, that's also like a great thing to do with the model because it's kind of a nightmare.
Yella, the production. Also, I don't like their primer, and it gets stuck in my airbrush. Yeah, Vallejo primer. I used Vallejo primer for a while, and I don't know if it's my favorite. In fact, I think I might not like it. Vallejo, they have some products. Like Vallejo washes are bad. I think their washes are just not like like miniature wargaming washes. They're just thin paint.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not for shells.
Mm-hmm. Flipna Doodad 88. Pacific Rim is on HBO right now. Neat. I like Pacific Rim. It's really, really good. Good old Guillermo del Toro. His movies are very, very fun. Except for Pan's Labyrinth, which is really, really sad and upsetting. There's a great, I think he has a movie called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, which is about little teeth-stealing rats. It's great.
Wonderful.
Constantinos, I would like to formally request more FaceTime from Nick on stream. You got it.
Maybe one day. You never know. I mean, my face is always on stream. I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe you can't see it. Yeah.
Kalzarok, Ketachan Commando. Yeah, I get it. Ketachan Commando is naked.
Naked.
Dude, that idiot. I wish I had something for sale in the hobby. I would sponsor the hell out of you guys. Woot woot. Lucky Blood Raven. Nick over here free balling.
Hell yeah. You got a free ball. I mean, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of living if you don't free ball?
Niku 11, I just played against an Oops All Dark Angels Terminators. I think they were Deathwing Army, and it was a really close game. Oh, sweet! I love Deathwing. Terminators are dope. Champ Styles, you should make a video where you paint with condiments on a miniature like Mr. Bean did with a canvas on one of his episodes. I think I remember that episode. I like Mr. Bean. I do want to do a video where I paint a model in 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 2 minutes. I think I could paint a mini in 2 minutes if I cheat. And like I have like both of my like all three of my airbrushes prepped with colors. I have like my brushes ready to go. My palette is completely prepped. I think I could paint a mini to a not very good standard in 2 minutes.
Boom. There you go, folks.
Gold Harbor, I personally use Stynylrez Black Primer because of eBay Miniature Rescue. Yeah, I use Stynylrez Black Primer too. I like it. Hey man, babies. When I try and rattle can, it always distorts details even a little bit, but the brush on primer works great. Interesting. I have never been a big fan of brush on primer. Also because you have to brush it on and that sucks. I've never really had any bad luck with black rattle can primer, but colors and white especially is like a 50-50 shot if I'm going to be very upset with what happens.
Mm-hmm.
TC Gentry met Guillermo at a signing. Cool guy. He does seem like a cool guy. I mean, his house is full of toys. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. He just got weird stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm. I think somebody was interviewing him, and he has like a bunch of statues of like famous horror characters, and so he is sitting on the couch, and next to him is the little girl from The Exorcist.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty fun. Just a normal dude hanging out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Productions. I live in Canada, and a lot of people complain the cold ruins Stynylrez in while being delivered in the mail, so watch out for that.
It might. That can happen.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, the interesting part about that is Stynylrez is made in Illinois. Badge is based in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird. It is cold here sometimes.
TC Gentry, I got a mini that is essentially primed, shot a color from the top and at a different angle than the bottom. I want to say there was some company. I mean, WizKids has pre-primed models and they're garbage, but I thought that there was some company that was actually doing pre-Zenithal models. Honestly, I feel like the move at Adepticon could totally be pre-primed models, because I feel like tons of people would love to just buy a model and then immediately paint it, but it's hard to put models together and paint them and prime them. It's easy to sit down and paint because they have the Reaper set up free booths for people to just sit and paint at, and then you've got the corner. What's it called? The Wapple House.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go paint over there, but it's hard because it's hard to prime a model.
Right. Or you let people spray out in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't be a quitter.
Heavy Metal Minis, the story behind the production of The Exorcist is so dark. Isn't most of that, though, fake? Like, because to make the movie more scary and hyped up? Because they also made 2 more Exorcist movies, and were both of those troubled productions?
I heard everybody was happy and healthy.
Mm-hmm. Constantinos, if you prime with Mayo and prime with Corax White, you get the same results. I believe it.
Yep. Guaranteed.
Constantinos, Jade Adepticon, you met with a good friend, my good friend Tony, from the Twitch channel. You got me monologuing. I hope you had a good time with him. He is beloved to me.
Mm-hmm. Cham Styles, the Gongas was a troubled production.
The Gungas. The Gungas. He's a funnier character than we've ever had in one of these pictures. But if we can get him working, he's the key to all this.
Ah.
I love an Attack of the Clones. Right at the beginning, when we find out that Jar Jar is still in the movie, and he looks right at the camera. Which is great, because he's not a real. So they decided for that to happen.
Yeah. Gongas.
I think we only see him for just a split second in episode 3. Like, you just see, like, he's there, and he doesn't have any lines. Because George finally gave up. I love that Emperor Palpatine, like, Jar Jar was a big factor of his plan. Like, he probably wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, he probably would have eventually been elected. He would have been given emergency powers. But Jar Jar is the one who does it because he's very easily manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's dumb and should not be a senator. Also, his name is Binks.
Why are you hating? Why do you hate everything now?
It's just what happens. And what happens when you get older. Now that I'm at the end of my life. Heavy Metal Minis. You think the devil's just going to do the same thing over and over? He's got to change it up. Yeah, he jumped from The Exorcist to the Star Wars prequels, and that's why he couldn't mess around on The Exorcist 2. The Exorcist 3 is a really good movie. And you don't have to watch the other Exorcist movies. You can just watch 1 and 3. 2's kind of bad. I am Pazuzu. In number 2, you find out that the demon's name is Pazuzu. Constantinos, do you hold stock in the Jar Jar theory? No, it is a fun theory because Jar Jar is like he's kind of around for a lot of important things, but I don't think there's any real merit to the Darth Jar Jar theory. I just think he's one of the characters in the prequels, and that's why he's around doing stuff. And the reason he doesn't die is because he's the silly comic relief.
And he's very funny.
Yeah, oh yeah. Everybody loves Jar Jar.
I just wanna make sure that everybody knows how we feel about Jar Jar. Love him.
McBain, Jay, did you enjoy meeting the other mini YouTubers? Yeah, it was really fun. I got to hang out with Goob and Casey for like a half a day. And I met everybody else and we chit-chatted and it was fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it wouldn't be awkward if you're like, yeah, everybody sucked.
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody sucks. Especially Goob.
Alright, everybody clip that, send that to Goob.
Sense Motive, the third Nightmare on Elm Street is the best of the series. Is that Dream Warriors? I really like Dream Warriors. Constantinos, why do you do these spoilers? I paused The Exorcist 2 to watch this stream.
Maximus, do you think you will ever redo old basing videos?
I've redone a few.
Yeah, graveyard base.
I would say the new graveyard base is a very slight upgrade to the old one.
Snow base. You've done a couple different snow bases now that are significantly better than our old one.
Heavy Metal Minis. Every time I had to suffer Jar Jar saying, Annie! I wanted to stick a fork in my ears. The end. Goonga Town hobbies.
Exactly. Gorgas. Sense Motive played Wormblade for the first time last night, and they are so fun / good.
Ooh, what did you run? Did you run the KELLERMORPH and Sanctus like I did? Or are you running the Locus?
Locus. I'm not running any of them. Because I don't have those teams.
Ooh, I'm looking at an eBay lot, and nobody has jumped in on this. It's been up for like 5 days, and
Oh,
the pictures are really bad, but I've been able to figure out what they are, and so I think that's why. But I'm hoping. eBay's fun. I never win anything.
you don't think you're gonna win now?
I'm not really willing to go much higher than the starting bid. See, that's what I do on eBay is I bid all the time, low, and then always lose. That's how I like to do things. But like a couple times a year I win. Sense Motive. The rules fit their sneaky ways well. Sense KELLERMORPH, Talon, and Locus. What's the Talon? Talon? Kill Team, second edition.
Wait a second, why aren't you flipping through a book?
KELLERMORPH, Locust. Wait, what the heck is a Talon? Oh, the Sanctus Talon. Okay. Sanctus Talon. Yeah, ooh, interesting. I was thinking Sanctus Sniper. Ooh, so you have two. Or no, wait. The Locust. So the KELLERMORPH, the Locust, and the Sanctus. Interesting. I didn't even think to bring all three. Maximus, what Chaos God does the Easter Bunny side with? Probably Tzeentch. I feel like Tzeentch would be down with hiding some eggs.
Heavy Metal Minis. When I was young, my mom told me the Easter Bunny was Jesus in a costume.
Maximite, does anybody have a quicker way of pinning Cadian tank camo? I'm losing my mind on 2 tanks. Do you have an airbrush? Yeah, I don't have any good advice if you don't have an airbrush.
Ooh, Radiant Minis. Gonna play my first kill team tomorrow. Wish me luck.
Ooh, sweet! I hope you win.
What are you playing, and what is your opponent playing, if you know?
Yeah. Constantinos. Please, everybody, please support Games Workshop and don't use Warhammopedia. It'd be a shame because Warhammopedia has all of the rules you would need and everything for everything in those 6 books you have to buy. Yeah, it's almost like Warhammopedia is awesome.
Yeah, how dare they steal from Games Workshop?
Ooh, Radiant Minis, I'm playing some Vet Guard. Sweet! I like the Vet
Ooh.
Guard.
That guard. Oh yeah, I just remembered that Sean has to play Kroot next time that we play.
He does? Oh, I'm going to stomp the Kroot so hard.
What, are you gonna play your sisters?
Yeah. Yeah, my sisters versus the Vet Guard versus the I think that'd be an easy match.
Well, that'd be a fun game in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Thark Warrior, Kroot.
I love the Kroot. They're so much fun. They just need a little bit of buff to their damage potential. And then I think they'd be a great team. I also would love it if they could bring two Krootoks. I feel like 2 Krootoks would be awesome. Because I think one is great. It's the best thing that you have in the game for dealing damage. But because of that, it gets focused down really fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have 2. So 1 dies in turn 1, and then 1 dies in turn 2.
Honestly, that would still be loads of help. Sense motive. Repentia sisters are fun to run. I really like running Repentia. I think they are super duper fun. They hit like trains. I think the only trouble they run into is they're very predictable. And so I think the move is to run 1 fire team of Repentia and 1 fire team of Battle Sisters. Yeah, I like the Repentia. They're really fun. And you can put grenades on them, which helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they die if they get shot at or fought.
Or if anything looks at them.
Yeah, or if anything looks at them. Cold Harbor. I'm also playing my first game of Kill Team with a friend, trying to get them into it. I'm playing Vet Guard, and they are most likely playing GENESTEALERs. Neat. I have 2 veteran guardsman kill teams. I have the Krieg from Octeris, and I have Catachans.
Hell yeah. Maximus. Hey guys, not Shell here. Donate to the Patreon and buy merch. I agree.
I agree too.
What a not Shell that Shell is. Chill.
Insert Pog! Hola.
Insert bug.
We need Eons of Battle Pogs.
Yep, they're coming back.
No, man. Do you guys reckon I could proxy some of the Malifaux 10 Thunders for anything in Necromunda? Yeah, I think you could totally do that. Necromunda models are a little bit bigger and a little bit better proportion than a lot of Games Workshop stuff. I think some 10 Thunders would make really good count-asses for some things. Maybe Delac or Escher. Maximus. Horus killing people was poggers. Constantinos. And you know who aren't shills? That's right, the Eons of Battle Patreon.
Well, that's not true. We are. We are, and everyone a part of our Patreon is a shill. That's just how it is. Honestly, we should instead of OnlyFans, we should make them only shills. EOB shills, EOB only shills, EOB ultra shills.
EOB ultra shills. You know what? That's not bad.
Yep.
God, major kills tiers.
Yeah. Oh
damn, that
goodness.
man's ballsy.
Yeah. Oh man. He knows his audience though.
He does.
Knows his audience.
He does.
And yep. Hot damn. Chills.
Insert Pog. He's Australian. What's not to love?
Exactly.
I like Major Kill a lot. He's really funny. I love his video where he talks about it. He's like, I'm going to teach you how to drink a lot and still have abs.
Mm-hmm. Dark Warrior. Shill. No.
You know, Games Workshop's prices are really, really good and reasonable. I don't see why everybody complains. And the books, I mean, talk about value.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, some of those books stay relevant for weeks.
Sometimes even days.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty crazy. Yeah, and you know, I saw some people were a little upset when some of the stuff got a little bit more expensive recently.
Mm-hmm.
But now I just feel like it's priced just right. I feel like maybe they were just giving it away.
We had it too good for too long.
Yeah. So, we deserve what's coming to us. What can I say?
I loved it when Forge World opened some warehouses in the U.S. and they raised the prices by 20%.
Yeah. Hell, they should have done 30%.
They should have. They did on some products.
Wow, well that's awesome. But they should have done it across the board.
Yeah, I agree.
The end. If you were going to buy a Kill Team box and you didn't already own any, which box would you buy? Like of the Octaruses, the Nachmans.
Yeah, I guess those are the only ones where it's like
Chalnats?
a kill team in a box. Are there any kill teams you can make with one box? I mean, all Space Marines. Except Deathwatch, technically, because Deathwatch is 6 guys. And the Deathwatch box comes with 5. Although it's not too hard to come up with one extra Space Marine body. What box would I buy? I think I would get 2 boxes of Tyrannid Warriors, because I think that would make for a really, really fun kill team. And it counts. It's one kit. Twice.
Is it 2 boxes of stealth suits?
You can. Yeah, you have to do 2 boxes of stealth suits.
That also counts then.
Yeah.
It's the same kit.
Maximus, Pogger.
No boy.
Thark Warrior. I have been gaming for 40 years and I've never had a complete Warhammer army painted before the rules of that army list changed.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Insert Pog. Our Harlequins present in current kill team. I haven't heard anything about them, but I'd love to see you add them to your massive collection of kill teams. Yeah, they were represented in the index, the compendium, and now they have just been teased that they're going to get White Dwarf rules. Actually, they already got their White Dwarf rules, and what's really, really cool is you can bring Death Jester. And Death Jester is just such a cool model.
Oh yeah, do they sell the Octaris terrain separately?
I think so.
Good. They should do that. For a second, I thought they just threw it out like a ton of other stuff that they shouldn't have.
I bet they don't. Let's find out. Do 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 burr 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 burr. I amuse myself.
Well, that's good because yeah. I'm sure everyone else is out there is amused too.
You can get the Octaris terrain for $112.
Cheap. That's pretty cheap.
The Warhammer 40k Command Edition Battlefield Expansion Set actually looks pretty good for $100. I mean, it's not amazing, but you get a good number. You get some buildings. You get a bunch of pipes. You get some broken buildings, and you get a nice looking orange and metal gaming mat, which is amazing because Games Workshop only ever does tan sand.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all they ever do. Games Workshop, you know that planets come in all shapes and sizes and colors. Oh yeah, tan sand. Constantinos, all I'm hearing is Jay justifying himself buying a Death Jester. I like Death Jester. He is cool. I like that he's perched. He's perched on a little thing with his giant shuriken catapult. Plain boredom. There's a 5-man Assault Intercessor in issue 13 of the Imperium magazine. It releases in Germany next Wednesday. That's a kill team right for only £10. Technically, it is not a kill team because Space Marines can now take 6 bodies. So you need to come up with 1 extra Space Marine.
Destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Maximus. White scars are really cool.
White scars are really cool. I got a ton of White Scars metal shoulder pads at Adepticon.
Well, it looks like you're making some white scars.
Mm-hmm. I have to do something with them.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I kind of want to put them all on Primaris bodies because I think it'd be really funny to have Primaris bodies with metal upgrade parts.
That would be pretty good.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let me go get them. I've never actually looked at them.
They're not even white scars. They're just little lumps of metal. And we never saw Jay again. Everybody say rest in peace to Jay. We'll miss him. Nope. And there he is.
Michael Miller, hey Jane, I hope you're having a fantastic night. I'm so tired. There's a model in here.
There's a what in there?
There's a whole model.
Whoa.
Damn, now that's a looker right there. The shoulder pad is glued on the wrong way.
Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God.
You know what? That's a choice, and I respect it.
That is a choice. Everybody said rip Jay because you left. And we didn't think you were coming back. Wow, that is awesome. I love that shoulder pad. Also, great paint job.
Yeah. I think somebody in the video where I showed this off said that these are original Rough Rider spears, which seems cool and still seems very, very good for a White Scars army. And it comes with 3, which is great. Let's see, we've got the bolter. This is from. Wait, what is this from? I was going to say that this is from the attack bike kit, but I think the attack bike kit is in plastic, but has a bit just like this. I don't know where this bit is from. And then we've got whose head is this? Is this Abaddon the Despoiler? That might be Abaddon's head. Oh, good, and there's 3 of them. Or is this a White Scar's head? There's 3 of this head that has a massive silly ponytail. I bet this is a White Scar's head. Because this is probably 3 packs of White Scar's shoulder pads. Here, 2,
Boom.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Well, I kind of thought it'd be 30, but it's 28, which is fine.
Is it because one of them is on the guy?
No.
Well, okay.
The end, I have 1 Beaky Marine with shoulder pads like that. Nice.
That is pretty good. I mean, it's art.
The warrior. Maybe the first metal spear. The original ones were plastic wood elf spears drafted from Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Mortis Angelica, attack bike, passenger bolter, and yes, Abaddon. Yeah, I thought it was the attack bike bolter, but the attack bike is metal. But maybe this bit came with it when it was still, metal and plastic. Let me see. Abaddon, the Despoiler metal model. Why would there be 3 though? 110%. It's metal Abaddon's head.
Oh my god.
I own 3 of them. I love it. I love it so much. What? 28 White Scar shoulder pads, 3 Abaddon the Despoiler heads. Best $15 I've ever spent.
And some spears.
And some spears. And 1 flight stand. And 1 sprue of Rogue Trader Space Marine arms. And
Perfect.
1 tactical marine missile launcher that's broken. And this wonderful Space Marine.
Honestly, a steal.
Yeah, I agree. This is quite a haul.
Adepta Hall.
Adepta Hall. Maximus can't wait for the White Scars kill team. Probably. I mean, it's got to be coming, right? Games Workshop is going to 100% bring Space Marine chapters into kill team. And when they do, I'll probably do how to paints for all the Space Marine chapters that matter.
That's what the series should be called.
Wait a second. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. One of these shoulder pads is not White Scars. One of these things is not like the other.
What are they?
It looks like... Okay, every single one of them was White Scars, except this one, which looks like Space Wolves.
Interesting.
It says
maybe
Grey Hunter on the sprue.
Maybe there was a trade happening.
Maybe? That is not a very well sculpted wolf head.
Mm-hmm. Maximus, Iron Hands, and White Scars get no love in lore. Why?
They really don't.
Why?
I don't. I guess it's just because they're not popular enough or not important enough. I think they're neat. I think the White Scars are dope. Iron Hands are pretty good. I really wish they would bring back... Iron Hands used to be able to take Sergeants and Terminator armor, and I think that is super cool.
TC Gentry, I'd buy an Abaddon head depending on price. Or trade.
Ooh. What you got? What do you got that you would say would be a fair trade for an Abaddon head? Lem Crossview. Pleasantly surprised I can listen to Jay and Nick banter while doing chores and building minis at 11 p.m. Nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do this. We do this every week.
I remember there was a stream I used to listen to on Sundays, and it was really fun. Live streams are fun. There's something kind of magical about live.
Mm-hmm. Well, these are pre-recorded, of course.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
Yeah. Other people do live streams.
Mm-hmm.
They're live. Yeah.
I wonder if Uncle Adam is going to be streaming tomorrow. I might actually be able to listen. Probably not, though, because it's holiday.
Yeah. I was just about to say, TC Gentry, LOL, I have no idea. Anything you're looking for? I can see if I get anything good.
See, do you have a fun head?
Are you saying that you're giving each other head?
I get it.
Yeah. Because, like, you're trading, like, a head of one character just for another one.
I hope that Squidmar gets a move on with his trading video. I want to see what happens. It's a fun concept. I feel like I wonder though if it's gonna start to take a long ass time because he's probably gonna have to start trading with people not in his immediate vicinity.
Yeah, probably.
And so shipping and all that's gonna be a hassle.
Yep.
Probably gonna have to start painting the minis to make them more valuable.
TC Gentry, I got some head for you. See, there you go.
Blake C. 12 Shroot Bucks and 4 Ogre left arms. Morticia Angelica, what can I do with 3 Rogue Trader era Harlequin jet bikes? Probably sell them on eBay and pick yourself up something nice. I think those are in high demand models. That's the one with the mask as the front of the speeder bike, right? Those are dope. Brian Nott's like, 1 more hour, suckers! Tell me about it. 1 more hours, and I'm going to click end stream and fall asleep in my chair.
Mm-hmm. TC Gentry, I got some heads. I'll try to think of something. Oh, there you go. Like, see, convert the bikes to Orc Proxy Storm Boys. When in doubt, just orc it out.
When in doubt, orc it out.
Yeah.
I wonder why that guy had 3 metal Abaddon heads.
Oh, I would love to know. It's very odd. Well, if you see him next year, you can ask.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Lem Crossview. I haven't looked into Adepticon at all, but how expensive would you say it is? Admission plus being able to enjoy it / get a few things. How much were the tickets?
I don't remember.
$50? It was $30?
I can find it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not local, you got to get a hotel room, which is pretty pricey.
Oopsies.
I don't think you need to take any of the classes to have a good time. Maybe one. Like the classes are around like $30 to take a 2-hour class.
Yeah.
And then just have a maybe $100 or $200 for the buying stuff on the convention floor.
Right. And I mean, you got to get in there early if you want something specific.
Yeah. Maximus, what's your worst that guy story? I don't think I have any that guy stories. Everybody I've met in person has been very nice. I mean, online, everybody's atrocious, but that's online. Maximus, sleep in car, no room needed.
I have no idea how much it cost.
The end. Don't sleep, no car needed.
Huh, interesting. Did I not get like a receipt for buying it? I just have the confirmation info. But yeah, but I mean, you can do a bunch with just playing demos all day, and maybe bring some models and stuff and try to do some open play stuff if you're not going to do a tournament, because there's plenty of people to play with while you're there.
And you can even enter Golden Demon for free.
There you go. It's the only thing that Games Workshop does for free. And give out the free model. And the token or whatever the hell that is.
Ooh, they sent an email not too long ago about the dice. Apparently they're sending sending them on their way.
They're going to get the dice?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we bought them.
Mm-hmm. Adapted dice.
Adapted dice.
I would love to know what happened.
Blake C. Camp out at Fort Wapple with a brush and some paint pots around you. Plug your earbuds in and people will just think you are really in the zone while you nap.
Mm-hmm.
Justin S. Hey Jay, they just opened a Games Workshop store near me. The nearest one before was in Tulsa. Nice! Mm-hmm. Hopefully you get a really, really cool manager. Also, it's not Fort Wapple, it's Wapple House. Grim King, I'm painting up a Dragon Spear kill team, and I was wondering if they have charcoal black skin because they are a successor chapter of Salamanders. If they're a successor of the Salamanders, I think then there's precedent for them to have black skin. Mortis Angelica, I'm thinking of entering a destroyed rusted tank in Golden Demon Open. Yeah, that would be dope. I would love to see normal stuff win. I feel like Knights now dominate the vehicle section because they're just so much cooler than all the other tanks.
But did a Knight win?
No, I don't think so. I think the Dreadnought won the vehicle section. Yeah. The super gross looking Dreadnought, which was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Lem Crossview, did you get a lot of 40k gaming in an Adepticon, Kill Team, or Warhammer? We played a lot of demos, and we played Kill Team.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Yeah, I think next year we'll definitely try to get in more games. Try to prevent something with that. Yeah, we were thinking maybe we break out, you break the day up with, looking at the floor, playing some demos, and you play some 40k, or you play some Kill Team, whatever, or maybe 40k, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And then maybe go back to the floor and do other things.
I wonder, because remember there was other rooms where people were playing games? I wonder, like, were those games kind of assigned for certain things, or I wonder if people just kind of...
I think so.
Yeah, but I wonder how you find that out.
I think you spend a couple more minutes than we did looking at the app and other things. And I think a lot of that stuff was tournaments too.
Just an S. Quick question, Jay. Does Castius the Unbroken sound like Templar? No, I feel like Castius sounds very Roman, and the Black Templar are medieval.
You're evil.
Yeah. Gears, what's your favorite heavy support unit out of all the factions? Mine is the Fire Strike Servo Turret because the idea of a Tech Marine hopping out of the turret to push it 3 inches is hilarious. I didn't know it could move. That's pretty funny. Favorite heavy support. I think I like just classical Devastator Space Marines. I just love the idea of Space Marines lugging around these giant ass guns. Mortis Angelica. Okay, so you're saying that the jet bikes should be entered into Golden Demon. I absolutely think so. And it seems like at Golden Demon you don't see a lot of old stuff.
No. That is for sure.
I think part of the reason is because they look worse than the modern stuff, but I think it's fun. Maximus, do you think that the Horus Heresy models will be on Games Workshop's main store or Forge World? I don't know. I have no earthly idea. I feel like it could all move to Games Workshop, or it could stay on Forge Worlds. I have no ability to guess on that. MacChicken23 literally just started watching your videos, and you were awesome. You introduced me to Kill Team, and I think that is the perfect format for me. Sweet! I love Kill Team.
We're like Squeal Team when we play against Sean and lose because we're sad. One day we'll get him.
Grim King, Jay, if you had to pick another Space Marine chapter to paint your Space Marines, what would you pick? Probably Lamenters. I'll probably paint a few different Space Marine chapters for kill teams once Games Workshop finally does faction or chapter specific rules. So yeah, like Lamenters would be cool, White Scars would be cool, maybe Blood Angels just because there's a lot of fun kit bash and conversion potential because there's so many kits out there.
Brian Retzog, are you sure Sean isn't cheating?
Oh, he's cheating.
Probably cheating.
Yeah, 100% cheater. I would almost say he's a pumpkin eater.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know that's pretty harsh, but you know, I just gotta say it.
The end tips. Goongas.
Goongas. The Goongas.
I need to drink my coffee with the Goongas. I'll have the Goongas. Right, it's like just cheat better then.
I know, right?
Point.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I do think we should get loaded dice and then play against him and see what happens. Do you think he'd flip the table? I mean, he's not strong enough, but
no.
Do you think that he would like to flip the table?
I think he'd still roll sixes.
You think it'd still be like a really close game?
Yeah.
Man, we need to try this theory.
Gears, I miss Kill Team 1 because of the customization aspect of it. There were more models allowed, and the specialists were fun. I don't know if there were that many more models allowed. I guess with Elites, there was a bunch. But I think there's still plenty of customization. And actually, if you're Tau or Tyranids, there's pretty much more customization in the new Kill Team than an old Kill Team. Really, for most of the Xenos factions, there's more customization in Kill Team 2. But the big problem is that there's less for Space Marines. And so that's really where most of the complaining is coming in, is from Space Marine players. Because what people loved about Kill Team 1 was buying 7 different $50 boxes to play one model from each box. That was peak. That was peak wargaming.
Peak wargaming. Man, I love doing that.
Mm-hmm. The specialists were fun, although I would argue that there was only 3 specialists: Demolition, Veteran, and the other one that made you a little bit better at shooting. Whereas in the new Kill Team, you just get to play stratagems and equipment to make guys better at shooting. So you get to do the exact same thing, it's just not called the same thing.
Sounds lame.
Mm-hmm. Gears. I do play Space Marines, you got me. Yeah! Knew it!
You got.
How many people do you think don't know the Seinfeld theme song?
I mean, people probably around our age.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. People that had horrible parents.
Yeah, I grew up on Seinfeld. Everybody loves Raymond, King of Queens.
Mm-hmm. When you were singing that Seinfeld theme, I was kind of hoping this would be the next 35 minutes of the stream.
Me too. Morticia Angelica, I'm trying to build all my kill teams with Rogue Trader or early 2nd edition minis. That sounds dope! And totally doable. That is super, super cool. Mac Chicken 23, I wanted to ask, do you have any tips for painting the KELLERMORPH? I love the model and I want to paint it as well. I don't know. It's a tricky model to paint. I zenithaled it magenta and then glazed on colors. That's how I did it. I painted him in the first couple of streams.
Mm-hmm.
And we have them all saved in a playlist.
Yep.
So if you want to watch exactly me paint it, you can do that.
Exactly. And if you want to get to that playlist, it is, if you click our EonsOfBattle channel page and scroll down a little bit, you'll see all live streams where every single live stream we've ever done is out on there. Or you can go to the 4th link in the description, which has all the past live streams. Gears. I love sending in my $10 dude with a sword while my $10 dude with a big gun shot.
Yeah. Blake C, would you ever mix and match a kill team for a few Stargrave attempts? Stargrave adepts? Like from the game Stargrave? The end. Sitcoms were far superior to real-life TV. The end. I like the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. I picture it whenever I make a mistake in anything.
Mm-hmm.
NPF6, yo, what's up, good people?
How do you know that we're good? I'm a bad people.
Mm-hmm.
God, I could go for some ruffles right now. You know why?
Why?
Because ruffles have ridges.
Nah. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I think I'm in the mood for sleeping.
That's pretty delicious.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you know what I've been on a kick on recently is there's this like
Pickles.
internet thingy called the Back Rooms, which is just spooky videos that people make in Blender of walking through these eerie places, and then you get spooked by monsters. And I've been really enjoying them. I forget what his name. There's one guy who's like, he's kind of like the official guy who's done a really, really good job. And then there's a whole bunch of copycats. And every now and then the copycats are really good. And sometimes it's fun when the copycats are really bad.
Yeah.
What's really impressive is the camera work. Like, people will make these Blender environments, but then it really feels like it's a real camera walking through them. I don't even know how you do that.
Copy keyframes from another thing. Yeah. That's what I've seen, at least, when people do stuff like that. I know there's you can actually, in Blender, you can actually make yourself the camera, and then you can use WASD to move through things. And then so you have that movement, and then you can add like the rotation and the like jittery movement to that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so you can start getting something a little bit more realistic.
Gears, let the record show that I'm not only a Space Marine player, I have 1,000 points of Nurgle demons. I am not 100% spoiled by Daddy GW. The end. Muta from Some Ordinary Gamers showed us how people use Blender to make 3D pictures and then load them into Google Maps. Super spooky. NPF6. I don't want to be scared by YouTube. I only want to be scared by YouTube. I love it. Sometimes, though, like if I watch really scary stuff like at 2 in the morning right before I have to go to sleep, sometimes I will watch like puppy sneezing compilations just to come down. Kane Pixels. Kane Pixels is the best. If you want to watch a really spooky 14 minutes of stuff, I would check out his videos. Kane Pixels. Gears. I think we all do that, Jay. Heavy Metal Meters. I watch Ghost Adventures as a guilty pleasure. Is that the Shane Madej and Ryan something? The silly guys from BuzzFeed Unsolved? Oh no, Ghost Adventures, that's who's the host of Ghost Adventures?
I mean, it's no Ancient Aliens.
No,
so.
It's no Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens kind of sucks. I've seen a couple episodes of Ancient Aliens. I thought it'd be my Jimmy Jam. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be baked out of your mind while you watch it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
then it's amazing.
Brian Rodsock, at 2 in the morning, we all know how horrible sleep patterns of YouTubers now.
Oh, yeah.
Gears, I fear the man who doesn't watch puppy compilations before bed after being spooked. Zach Bagans! Of course it's Zach Bagans. Oh, Zach Bagans.
Zeekins.
DJ the Ho-Oh Painter, isn't the Backrooms an SCP Foundation thing? I don't think so, but it's definitely in the same vein. I think it's its own thing. I don't remember exactly where it started. I think somebody made a video on why liminal spaces are spooky, and then that kind of got the Backroom started. He had like a brilliant... I love when people have like amazing checkmate moments. And he was showing off these weird pictures that were like kind of landscapes with no subject matter at all. And he's like, aren't these just kind of weird and a little bit unsettling? Like they lack any sort of subject. And that's on purpose because these are Lego set backgrounds without the Lego set. And I was like, whoa, he's absolutely right. And that's amazing. It was cool when he did it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
like you know how like Lego sets like the they'll be flying through like space.
Uh-huh.
Just the space without the Lego set. And it's like, oh, that is a weird looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like spooky stuff.
Spooks my kooks.
I'm Zach Bagans. Heavy Metal Minis. He's such a turd, but I do want to go see his museum in Las Vegas. He has the Annabelle doll. I don't think he has the Annabelle doll. Isn't the Annabelle doll owned by Ed and Lorraine Warren? Well, I guess not Ed anymore because he's dead, but Lorraine Warren.
It's actually owned by George Lucas.
I know, like there's like a famous kind of weird thing with the Annabelle doll is right before Ed's death, he pinned a tarot card to the box and then passed away, and no one knows why he did that. So they just leave it attached to the box.
Weird.
The end. I'm ready to watch some Ancient Aliens right about now, if you know what I mean. Knowing hoit the doing.
Oh my god. Yep. Oh yeah. I've been there many a times. It's real good. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that's what the History Channel is. It's just a channel that you watch while you're blazed out of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have anything else on it. I guess they figured they could make more money doing things that aren't real. And have nothing to do with history.
Heavy Metal Minis. I bought an old gun cabinet in perfect condition at Goodwill, not knowing it had its old owner attached to it. I capture orbs almost every day. Sweet! I would love something ghosty to happen to me. I don't think it'll happen because ghosts aren't real, but I would love it so much. I want to get haunted.
What's an orb?
It's when you have when like a weird orb appears on camera. That's like you've captured a ghost. Sometimes it's called dust or bugs that fly past the camera lens. Those are other words for it.
Or maybe smudgies. Could be little smudgies.
Yeah, and depending on the type of camera, things can look even weirder because some cameras, especially like security cameras, don't film things traditionally. Like they'll take a series of photos and then not take any photos for several seconds and then take a series of photos. And so sometimes like a bug will fly across the camera and it'll look like a weird white line because it's capturing it in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not necessarily, it's not quite like 1080p 60 frames a second.
Right. Yeah. So why are you hating on these orbs?
I like the orbs. I think they're fun. I think they're probably not not ghosts. Ain't no ghosts or goblins. I remember a friend of mine. We were working over the summer in a costume shop, and he was telling me about his haunting experience. And he was going through a spooky graveyard with his friends, and then they were making fun of this angel statue, and then they had a tape recorder going the whole time. And on the tape recorder, they heard the statue say, "I am not an angel," and he was like 110% that was a ghost. And I asked him, do you think it's at all possible that one of your friends could have been trying to spook you? And he was like, no.
Yeah. I'm not an angel.
Heavy
It's
Metal
pretty
Minis.
easy.
Impossible. Why you gotta crush my dreams like that, Jay? And maybe yours are ghosts.
Yeah, maybe you're the one that has discovered ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Cute Mochi. Jay, you're gonna get the GENESTEALER Cult Combat Patrol. Probably not, because I already own all those models.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Ghostbusters is a scary movie. I had to sleep with the lights on for weeks after that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Ghostbusters 2 is really scary because it's not as good.
No, it's not as good.
It's in fact kind of bad. But it's kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the first one.
No, yeah, the first one's perfect.
I mean, again, that was another one of those movies where I'm like, yeah, the courtroom scene with the ghosts happens first. That's the 1st thing that happens in the movie. Nope. It's like towards the end. Like halfway through towards the end. Because that scene's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene. That's so fun.
I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters. I saw Ghostbusters 2016, and it was all right. It wasn't funny, which is kind of a problem.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen the new one either, but we heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
So, maybe one day.
Heavy Metal Minis, when do you think they're going to reboot Paranormal Activity again? I do not like the Paranormal Activity movies. I've only seen the first 2. And I think they kind of suck. Because I love those videos on YouTube. Because it's 2 minutes and then something happens. An entire movie of an average-ass house where nothing happens. I don't know. It's not enough for me. Qmochi, Jay, your paintbrush is haunted! Ooh.
Spooky.
Mortician Angelica. One time I saw anything like that was late at night next to Marcy Brown Tombstone. Saw a glowing orb fly by. If you see one in person, that definitely offers a little more credibility. If it's not just a camera, something happening on a camera.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, it's better than the camera, seeing it on camera.
Still don't know about that. I mean, you haven't just thought you saw something out of the corner of your eye.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, so you know.
But it's harder to refute than just a bug flying past the camera.
It's also a lot easier to lie.
It is also a lot easier to lie.
Yep. So anyways, folks, basically, here's the deal. If you know of any haunted locations or anything, let us know, and we'll go there and we'll sleep there.
Absolutely. I'll curl up right next to whatever the most haunted thing is.
Then we'll see what happens.
See, I think the way it has to work, because there can't be any confirmation bias, so I feel like Nick has to find them, and then bring me along. I screw around, sleep, spend the night, and then the next day, like, Nick quizzes me on it. It's like, okay, did this or this, did anything weird happen? And then if I say the things that are supposed to have happened, then we kind of know something's up.
That's true. Yeah, because I don't believe in any of this shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to because it's dumb. Not real. I do like scary movies. But I don't get into them as much as you, for sure.
Oh yeah, I love scary stuff.
Yeah. But
and I don't think it's real either, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, I know you don't. Because you're stable.
It would be so much fun. It'd be so much fun if Ghosts were real.
But then maybe I film it too. You have to bring the gimbal along with us, and maybe you can interview the ghost. Maybe it's the ghost of YouTube channels past.
So, Ghost, what do you think of Games Workshop's recent price hikes?
Well, I've been playing since Rogue Trader.
Hey, Metal Minis, I find the stories of alien abductees to be fascinating. Yeah, I think I've read like every single case in America of like alien abductee stories, because I would used to, when I was at school, I used to try to not ever have to be doing school, and so I would just like be on the computer reading Wikipedia articles. And there's a lot of abduction stories are pretty bad. The Fire in the Skies one is one that's given a lot of credence. I forget the actual guy who the movie is based on.
George.
Yeah, I think it's George. And
Costanza.
That's like the one where like the person has never done anything wrong, like except for I guess, sell his rights to make a movie. But but yeah, there's a bunch that are weird. I don't know. The alien abduction, the tricky thing with the alien abduction stories is there's never a lot of similarities. And so do the aliens keep trying different things, or are there different aliens?
Yeah.
There's a movie. Wait, what?
Would you say that you believe in the alien abductions more than ghosts?
Probably less.
Less. I think it has to be more.
I mean, aliens are definitely real, probably, because there's just infinite space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're coming down and probing people.
I mean, I would. That sounds like it kind of sounds like a lot of fun.
I would almost bet though that aliens would be able to observe us perfectly from far away.
Are you saying that they can see me when I don't want them?
Absolutely.
To see me doing things that I don't want them to see me doing.
I mean, we figured out how to film nature documentaries without the animals seeing. They could probably watch us from Neptune in HD, 1080p.
Yeah, but isn't it sometimes to get kind of fun to get down and dirty?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say that. I mean, none of it's real, but let's just start there. But I would say abductions has to be a little bit more plausible than ghosts.
Yeah, I definitely think it's more plausible, because aliens are probably real and ghosts are definitely not.
Are we high right now?
Brian Thompson, there's a haunted location across town from me. It's called Skywalker Ranch. Lots of Goongas.
Oh, the Goongas. Gears. This stream got weird.
Cute Mochi. He was Joe Rogan once. Rojogan once.
The end. I don't believe in dinosaurs. Me neither.
No, yeah, dinosaurs are fake. Obviously. Ooh, NPF6. What about alien ghosts? That's a good point.
Heavy Metal Minis. What about Bigfoot?
I go back and forth on Bigfoot. Because Bigfoot's arguably plausible, but I don't believe there can be a number, even a small number of giant furry primates living in the in the forests of the Midwest, and millions of people are hiking and hunting and putting up trail cameras and flying helicopters and airplanes and drones, and I can't believe that no one has ever found a single hair or poop or picture or dead body.
You said poop.
I said poop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not real. I'll just put that out there. It's fun though. All these things are so much fun, and you know what? You gotta kill time.
Yeah. There is a great Joe Rogan had Bobcat Goldthwait on, and they were talking about Bigfoot because they both love Bigfoot. And Bobcat was talking about this guy who decided to get really high and put on a Bigfoot costume and try to scare drivers. And one of the drivers decided that they wanted to capture Bigfoot, and so they ran him right over. and then he's like, you know what though? At least he went out doing what he loved. Smoking crack and pretending to be Bigfoot.
Damn.
Gears, I might be a tad bit high, but I totally saw a big green guy with an epic forehead. I think it wanted to be called Your Mom.
Nice.
Ryan Fit, most Bigfoot sightings are actually just wild hippies. Yeah, also, sometimes bears will walk on their hind legs and just kind of walk around like a person. So I feel like that's probably all of it. Heavy Metal Minis. He died doing what he loved, smoking crack and dressing up as Bigfoot. Can this be a t-shirt? Christian Ariza, I believe in lizard people. I was talking to my girlfriend today about evolution and how we evolved from primates so quick. Lizards have roamed before them only makes sense to me. I think the only problem with that is the way evolution doesn't work by time. It works by like efficiency. And so monkeys had to come up with a whole bunch of different strategies to not die out. Where lizards, they kind of figured it out early on and were able to coast. They're like, yeah, be cold-blooded so you don't have to do much of anything. Just eat whatever. Have a small brain that doesn't require a lot of energy.
Yeah, man, look at us. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's way too much.
Yeah.
Too much energy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get this bitch water cooled.
Gears, I have achieved peak comedy.
I mean, everybody loves a good your mom joke.
Cute Mochi, what about the Wendigo? Wendigo psychosis is a real medical thing. It doesn't really have much to do with like the Wendigo legend.
What is that?
It's like you go. It's like if you go nuts, and you do get like I think there is something to do with cannibalism. But it's like you if you go nuts and then your nutsness manifests in like unsatiable hunger.
Interesting.
The Wendigo, the Wendigo has not ever really been a real thing. I think the Native Americans thought Wendigo were just like crazy people. And then over time, we came, other folks came up with what if it was like a weird, creepy monster in the woods? And then it was like, well, what if it had antlers like a deer? And it was like, well, what if it had fur? And it kind of grew into this other thing that's super cool, and I love the Wendigo. Whereas back in the day, Wendigos were just like murderers who were like kicked out of the tribe.
It sounds boring.
Din Trug Nguyen Tran, 69 people here. Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan Fit. Any species that can name one of its ancestors Homo erectus is doing something right.
Yep. I mean, that's just good.
Maybe I'll watch some nice spooky stuff before bed.
There you go.
The other day I took a little nap, and I right before my nap I watched a bunch of clips of the back rooms, and then I had the greatest dream of being chased by monsters through the back rooms. It was awesome.
Amazing. Tell us more about your dreams.
Gears, the Wendigo was considered a punishment for cannibals. Eating one's kin turned them mad, and they couldn't be satisfied until they ate more human flesh. Troy, there were a few in the camping, if not on national news, on two guys at a park. Science staff, they were about to leave. The other guy goes 20 there back, and he just gone. Like
Exactly.
Goes 20 steps, and then he looks back, and the other guy's gone. I mean, people go missing in the woods.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to get turned around.
It's so easy. Kimochi, who would win, the Kellermorph or 10 zombies? Probably the Kellermorph, because he's got 3 pistols and he's a crack shot.
Destroyed.
Mm-hmm. I know they always show in movies, if you have a pistol in each hand, you can shoot at 2 different targets, but I feel like that's almost impossibly hard to do, because you can only be looking at one thing at once, and you can only really accurately shoot at something you're looking at. I remember I used to play Nerf battles when I was a kid, and I would every now and then try to do 2 pistols, 1 in both hands, and you either have to shoot both of them at the same thing, or shoot 1 at a time, or else you just can't hit anything.
Yeah.
And the Kellermorph has 3 pistols. So I wonder how he deals with it.
Well, probably being, part of the, GENESTEALER cult, doing some weird stuff.
Rashlam, Wendigo was a curse to where you could only pee into the wind. Gears, but what if the zombies could run? I think the Kellermorph still got the advantage.
Yep.
Because gun and being alive.
Mortis Angelica, Wendigo are just the first furries.
Yeah!
Yep, probably.
Brian Thompson. Is it a bad sign when your buddy invites you to go hiking and he brings his rug with him?
That's a callback.
The end. It's called 28 Days Later. Not a bad movie at all. I liked 28 Days Later. I think it's one of the few movies that does fast zombies well. Because I think some movies just do fast zombies because they think it's an easy way to up the energy and the danger. But I love a good slow zombie. If you can do a slow zombie well, I think it's going to be a really good movie. Because I feel like a fast zombie is just a monster.
Yeah. There's nothing really special about it.
Yeah. Gears, you know that dogs can outrun bears. I feel like that makes sense. Like, bears are pretty darn fast, but dogs are like made for sprinting.
What about your dogs? Especially
No,
Yoda.
my dogs couldn't outrun anything. My dog can barely outrun me. My dogs are little.
Mm-hmm. Your dogs really bark at Sean whenever he comes, and I feel like it's because they know that he's cheating. I'm pretty sure. Heavy Metal Minis, plug the Patreon, plug the plug. Good night.
And speaking of Eons of Battle, we have a Patreon. You can join it or not. We have videos, and you can watch them.
Why would you give him an out? You have to join it. If you are here, you have to. It's just part of the deal. But I mean, that is 12 o'clock. We had a bunch of videos out this week. Make sure you go watch it. We have an animation tomorrow, which is fun. So make sure you go watch that one. It's a really fun one. And yeah, we're gonna go to bed by now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Good night.